Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Moosh, and today we are back reading some Reddit confessions. So if that sounds like a good time, then keep watching. Yeah, my hair's kind of greasy today. Don't mind. I've been wiping wrong my whole life. Every time I finished taking a shit, I would fold a sheet of toilet paper and use maximum force to wipe, going as deep as possible until the paper had absolutely no trace of shit. I would usually take 40 to 60 wipes before I left. What? It got so bad that every time I would wipe, there would be blood stains on the paper, and I would ignore it because that had been happening for years. I didn't even realize what I was doing wrong until I got confronted for spending 40 minutes in someone's toilet. I genuinely thought it was normal to bleed out of your ass every time you wipe. What? Is this real? I mean, besides the bleeding, doesn't everyone wipe until no more poop comes off? Yes. I did the deed in a church during mass when I was younger. When I was young, I did the deed with a girl in church during mass, and the entire time I was asking God to forgive me for what I was doing. After her family dropped me off home, I went to my room and prayed to Jesus, asking for forgiveness. I know people have done it in public areas or even schools, but at church, I feel horrible and icky when I think about it. Update, oh my god, oh my gosh. I wasn't expecting people to actually relate or even tell me it was okay. Y'all made me day. Another thing I'd like to add was during mass, the choir was singing, so of course they wouldn't hear the teens going at it during Jesus hours. I got my first BJ in a church parking lot during service by the minister's daughter. Damn. That is a sin. Forbidden. Blasphemy. I urinated in public buses and don't know if I had a choice. In the third world country I was born, public sanitation facilities were a rarity, and the ones available had a miserable, unbearable stench and filth due to lack of enough cleaning. So had to release it in public buses parked at depots. Just go to the back of the empty bus and do the pee. Don't they have alleys where you are? Don't piss in the bus. Yeah, you had a choice. Get off the next stop and use a tree. There also wasn't those sanitation facilities on the bus. You know you did wrong. Yeah, like, you're making the bus more stinky with your pee. I used to try to poison people when I was a little kid. What? Excuse me? That's terrifying. This is why I'm scared to have children. Like, when I was between 7 and 9 years old, we had a housemaid that used to bother me, so I used to put a tiny bit of cleaning disinfectant in her empty water cup, thinking she'd fill the cup up with water and drink it without noticing. That is sadistic. One time she told my parents that her stomach hurt and that she drank the disinfectant. I'm assuming she saw me put it in or something, and they told me to stop doing that because I could go to prison, so I just stopped. Just wanted to tell someone. Damn. When I was 3 years old, I tried to poison my aunt's boyfriend by putting Crisco on plastic waffles. I thought he would eat them, and we could be done with him. Crisco? Isn't Crisco like that shortening? One sec. What? Crisco. Yeah, that's shortening. So you try to give him a heart attack and clog his arteries? Crisco on plastic waffles. I'm confused. The waffles were fake? I'm confused. Someone explain to me. I can't understand right now. Kids are manipulative little psychopaths. They are super destructive because the concept of being chronically ill or significance of death doesn't exist in their brains. Honestly, I did some weird sadistic shit, but I was more like killing my Barbies, and especially the Ken dolls. I would cut their heads off or rip them off, I don't know, and then, well, the guys, I would like shave their head and kind of like disfigure them first. Good thing, you know, they're already kind of disfigured. And then I would put their heads in jars full of water and freeze them. So like, I'd have these frozen Barbie heads in a jar, and like I'd take them out sometimes and be like, look at my frozen Barbie heads in this jar suffering. Yeah, it was really weird with dolls and Barbies. When I was in first grade, I braided boogers into a girl's hair because she was mean to me. That's pretty funny. When I was in first grade, there was a girl who was pretty mean to me, and long story short, I just kind of thought she was a bitch. She was one of those girls who would be mean to you and expect it to be okay and nice to her and whatever. Obviously, now that I'm grown and I work with kids that age, I understand that they can just be that way, and it's usually just a reflection of their parents' behavior. Anyway, I don't really feel like what I did was so awful, not because as an adult I still think she deserved it, but just because it's generally just the kind of funny and harmless. She let me braid her hair while we were all sitting in a group on the floor watching a movie or something like that. As I braided, I picked my nose and purposely braided my boogers into her hair. I still laugh thinking about it because I've thought it over, and the way the other kids treated me at that age was despicable. Kicking me to the ground on my birthday, not letting me play on most playground equipment unless I agreed to play the ugly girl or boy and pretend, telling me I was lower class, convincing me I couldn't be their friend unless I decided to become Christian, constantly telling me I was going to hell, breaking into the bathroom stalls while I was using them, racism, etc. Our teachers saw most of this behavior and did nothing, so it was really on them. So my small retribution led to nothing besides the likely possibility that when she got home and her parents went to comb her hair, they were probably like, what the fuck? When the comb kept getting stuck in the snot I braided in. So I'm kind of proud that I resorted to braiding boogers into a girl's hair instead of violence, prejudice, bigotry, or exclusion like they did. I do feel bad, however, learning that this same girl went on to abuse substance so badly that she's, apparently from what I've been told, now pretty much a vegetable. I don't blame myself for that. My booger braiding was not the reason why she got to that point, and I'm really not sure why it ended that way for her. I assume she probably fell into the wrong crowd or what have you. I'd never be one to shame someone for that. I have no place to speak, but thankfully I'm doing better and recovering. Okay. Like I said though, regardless of all that, I do feel sad to know that she landed in such an unthinkable situation, and I still have empathy for her. I hope she's being taken care of, and all blah blah blah. I forgive her past meanness. She was nicer in high school. I always hope the best for people, but in a vacuum I do think it's pretty funny that I braided boogers into a girl's hair when she was 7 years old. Yeah. People end up having troubles. That sucks. Sucks if you're like a vegetable too. Jeez. Yes, have empathy. I don't really have empathy for anyone who bullied me. No offense. I paid homeless people to steal groceries, power tools, and other things I needed and or sold on OfferUp. Is OfferUp a thing? I used to live in a very impoverished area filled with a lot of homeless addicts. Everyone in this area would steal to survive and or feed their habits, so I'd offer them a job as a discount shopper. Typically I would pay 30 to 50 cents depending on the list. I got TVs from Walmart, some power tools, mostly groceries for me and my family. This went on for a better part of 2 years. Oh my god. And to be honest, I don't care how I affected Walmart, Target, or Home Depot. I feel bad for potentially perpetuating people's addictions, but I also feel as though they do this regardless of my discounted groceries. Yeah, it's pretty sad for you to do that to people. I don't really feel bad for big companies like Walmart and shit, but these comments are fucked. Paying people, you take advantage of people in shitty situations. That's not nice. But I guess you were also trying to feed your family. It's hard. I don't know what else to say about that. That Glad I don't do that. I don't want that karma in my life. All right. I shit in a brown paper bag, the LUV's truck stop parking lot in St. Louis today, and left it during my travel. Don't judge me, I had to go and I couldn't make it to the door. I feel bad for whoever picks it up. Honestly, that's not, I don't think that's like horrible. It's just hilarious. That sounds like the most normal truck stop situation that I've ever heard. At least you didn't do it on the floor like customers at my work do. Ew. One time when I was in hair school, yes, I went to hair school. Don't look at my greasy hair. And we'd offer like really cheap haircuts. And like homely people would come in, or like halfway house people would come in. You give them like $5 haircut kind of thing. And there was this lady, and obviously something was wrong with her. She was interesting. She'd always be like, your hair's crooked, and just stare at me. At the time I had an asymmetrical haircut, so I was like, yes, it is. I was always really nice to her, but she didn't know where she was. So we had like this couch in the lobby, and she took a big shit on it, and it was like diarrhea, and long story short, we had to throw the couch out. It was disgusting. Like, oh, of course, when I go here, someone shits a big nasty diarrhea on the couch. Anyways, I don't think that's the worst thing. At least you pooped in a bag. That's a gold star for you. You tried. Oh God. I made a KFC worker clean my poo, and it's been on my mind for months. I'm 21, male. I live in a small southern Missourian town an hour from St. Louis. St. Louis again? It's a small town. What's up with you guys and shitting in places? It's a small town where you go to surrounding small towns to run errands. Me and my girlfriend, 22 female, okay, we're heading home from a grocery store 2 towns over. On the way back, I felt the unsettling chirp from the devil himself through my butthole. Oh my God. I got off the highway and went to a gas station to get gas and poop. Shit, shower, and shave, my friend. We went in, paid for gas, and I tried to poop, but someone was in the bathroom. Went outside, pumped gas, and afterwards I came back inside, but the bathroom was still locked. At this moment, it was a do or die. I felt like holding it in was an Olympic sport. There was a KFC right next door to the gas station, so I go drive my car there and park. Immediately, I run inside, leaving the car running with my girlfriend inside. I run towards the bathroom. The stall was out of order. And in this moment, I had to make a decision. A, poo my pants. B, poop in the broken toilet. I went back to my car with clean pants, and my girlfriend noticed I looked disgruntled. She asked me what was wrong, and I said, I just pooped in a toilet that was out of order, and now some KFC employee is going to have to clean my poo out of the toilet. I almost started crying. I wouldn't cry. I would just drive really fast. Get out of there. This was about 4 to 6 months ago, and it always lingers in the back of my mind. And to the KFC employee that had to clean that 6-minute long monster turd, I'm sorry. At least you feel bad. I feel like, I don't know how bad I feel. It just probably says a lot about me. It's okay. I don't know if the KFC cleaner had to clean it. It was probably, maybe they have a clean person, but it might have been a KFC person and their side duties was to clean the toilet. Would have got me fired because I wasn't cleaning that shit. Same. See, like, if I was the KFC employee, I wouldn't have cleaned it. I wiped the booger behind the price tag on the shelf at the store. I don't know why this is so funny to me. The other week I was in the store and had a booger that was really bothering me. I was walking around the aisles trying not to think about it, but it made breathing really annoying. I was over it, so I decided to wipe my nose a few times to try to get it out. I got it out and initially waited until it was dry enough, to flick it onto the ground outside. But I got impatient and realized that I was about to be next in line in the checkout and didn't want to accidentally hand the booger to the cashier. Oh, I don't know why this is making me want to throw up. I went from laughing to not being okay. So I found a price tag. Oh God. The kind that hangs over the edge of the shelf and swiped it back there. Oh God.
Çok korktun değil mi? Çok korktun değil mi Harun? Bak yapacaksın.
It's happening. I'm gonna cry. Someone, I'm dead. You're disgusting as if. You specifically are what's wrong with the world today. Yes. Oh my God. So I was working one of my recent last jobs a few years ago. This new, I think it was this new girl that started working, not to cause drama. So we had like this basement, sketchy bathroom staff area with like black mold all over the ceiling and stuff. And like sometimes I had to go down there to go to the bathroom. Like, what if I had to take a big nasty shit like ASAP? But no, I usually went in there if I had to and had no other resort. I guess it's a good place to go poop there because who wants to go with the black mold? Anyways, there's this stall and not just one time, but for like a month at least. I don't know how long this girl was new. I just 100% think it was her because it was just random and I worked with these people forever and there was no boogers before, but it was a booger wall on the back of the stall. And like, I think I only went 2 more times down there and I was like, no, I can never go in this bathroom again because there is a booger stall and it makes me want to throw up. Other people's boogers, that's so gross. I just want to die. It just makes me want to throw up. Oh. I used to masturbate by putting my D against the water jet in my school pool. Wouldn't that like hurt you? Maybe he's into pain. When I was in middle school, we had a swimming pool with a really powerful water jet. The teacher allowed us 5 minutes at the end of class to mess around and all the boys in my class would line up and take turns leaning into the jet. Ew, we called it getting the feeling. And I've always thought it was good of my teacher to never embarrass us, but by letting us know he knew. Which he obviously did. I'd like to thank him if I ever see him again. Ew, he was probably just a weird P word. What a vivid picture that just painted in my head. This is definitely the content I came here for. I really hope this gets reposted to all those websites that steal Reddit posts. Ew. I didn't know the jets felt good on your D. Live and learn. But that teacher... if they knew that, they're not a good person. They're nasty. That is not okay. I don't think that's okay. I broke into my neighbor's house just to walk around their empty home. Ever since I was a teenager, I love the idea of being somewhere I'm not supposed to alone, especially when it's a place somebody lives or works. I always just wanted to be in people's houses when they weren't home, just walking around, seeing how it is to live. Nothing sexual. I don't raid pantry drawers or look for money or take anything. It was just something about knowing people live there and I'm like a ghost walking around. This interest led me to urban exploring for same reasons. There's something so strange about being in a place that was once so busy and full of life that is now dead. That's cool. I would like to do that for like spooky abandoned things, but I'm too scared, like people that secretly live there that would come and kill me and weird stuff. Anyway, a few months ago, I was visiting my mom for the night and she had told me the neighbors had gone away for a few nights and she had keys to feed their cat, turn on the lights, just make sure everything was safe. Later that night, she was sleeping and I was sitting there when I saw the keys and the wonder of being in someone's house just came into my mind. I picked up the keys, went and let myself into their house. Nothing juicy. I just walked around in the dark, looking in the rooms, checking the fridge just to see what others enjoy. I stayed in the house for maybe 45 minutes to an hour just in silence. I know this could sound very creepy, but really it isn't any intent other than I wonder, I suppose I don't know these people very well, although it wouldn't make much a difference either way. But it's something that's always in my head about being in other people's homes, even stores when you're not supposed to be and it's empty. Definitely shouldn't do that, but I kind of get it. I mean, I kind of get it, I guess. I like being like the only one at my workplace. Maybe it's just like a sense of peace, or if I have to close and then turn off all the lights and it's like, ooh, and it's kind of spooky. I like that shit. But like, I'm not gonna chill there. I want to go home. I wiped my butt with display towel, hung it back up. Display towel? Like a hand towel in someone's bathroom? I have a story about this after. I was 11. My parents and I were looking at show homes. I really had to take a poop. Upon doing my business, I realized there was no toilet paper. So I took the white hand towel off the display rack, wiped my wet ass shit. Then I folded it back up with poop marks on the inside. Oh, and hung it right back up. To this day, I wonder what happened when someone found out or found it. They never forgot to put toilet paper in display homes again. Totally on them. They teach you that in realtor preschool. Oh my god. Story about that. It was like, I don't know. I was 16? 17th? My 17th birthday. My parents like moved into a new house. And there was like an upstairs, but like, I guess we didn't put toilet paper in the upstairs. And like the party was all like the downstairs, you know? Like there was toilet paper there. So I guess someone took a nasty shit at my parents' house, and we didn't live there yet. It was like pre-living there, and like we were, you know, partying. Anyway, so someone wiped their ass on some weird rag or old t-shirt and then stuffed this shit rag in like the cabinetry where the sink was, like way in the back. So when my parents went to like move in or renovate, I forget what, probably just move in, they were like, oh, what was that smell, you know? It was so gross, make me throw up. And they find like this dirty shit cloth. They were like wondering, oh, they were blaming my one cousin because he was always over. Oh my god. I was like, nah, you know, I think someone did that at my party. Whoever did that, I know you did that. And you know you did that. We know. It's not still there. The shit rag has been thrown out. It's all good. What are you gonna do? If there's no toilet paper and you're like, took a shit, what are you gonna do? Unless someone, you could have asked, yo, I took a dump. Can someone come bring me some TP? But no, they didn't do that. Shame. Shame. Oh my god, not boogers again. I put my boogers onto library books. Oh. Whenever I get a book, I like to mark my spot by placing a booger into one of the pages. Oh, stop. This actually makes me ill. I hope that putting my booger onto a book, someone will stumble upon it and ponder as to whom would do such a thing. Ew. As a person who likes to smell books, how could you? You sick fuck. I hope someone does DNA on them and makes you eat them.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, fuck off. No!
No! Yummy nummies in your tummy.
Fresh out of the Schnoogie Bakery. Eat it. Eat the Schnoogie.
Oh, come on.
Oh, please.
Eat it. Just put it in your mouth. Come on.
Fuck.
You didn't even touch it. Oh, yes. Yes. Eat it. Swallow it. Swallow it. Swallow it. Swallow it. Let me see. I want to see that you swallowed it. Yes.
Ew. Oh. That's actually making me sick. Stop. Like my eyes, they're watering. I can't handle boogers. Like, I'd rather be thrown up on than have someone like put a booger on me. Or, I don't know. I just don't talk about boogers. I'm totally and incurably obsessed with farts. You should come live with me then. Since I was a teenager, I have had a rather intense obsession with farting. This has progressed far beyond a fun, silly kink for me. Ew, never mind. Years of pouring over hundreds, maybe thousands of hours into fart fetish pornography has turned me into a depraved and drooling lunatic. I spend a good chunk of my free time scouring every corner of the internet looking for a new video clip I haven't seen before. I have a small library of sketchbooks and notebooks filled with artwork and poetry I've created over the years, all dedicated to farting, and I add a few pages each week. Oh no, I just had boogers come out of my mouth when I laughed. I've ordered rare Japanese mangas and hentai from overseas simply because there is a frame or two where a girl farts. It has consumed me. The more I give into my strange obsession, the more it takes from me. Also, he preferably likes when girls fart. So could I just like sell a video of me farting? People would buy that? Maybe only one guy, this guy. A typical evening will involve me rushing home from work, queuing up hours of farting videos, and milking myself stupid. Ew. And the thirst is never quenched. I wake up the next morning hard as hell and yearning for more. Even as I sit here at work, a small wet spot is forming in my pants. Ew. Just for me writing about it. Stop. I know I'm sick and I should probably seek help, but the only one it hurts is myself. So until I muster up the courage, I will continue to give into my perverted addiction. I mean, at least no one's getting hurt except yourself. That's a very interesting fetish, my friend. One noseful of mine would cure you right up. I highly doubt it. The sound, the smell, the feeling of a warm draft of foul air wafting over my face. Expressions of disgust, of relief, of submission. These all turn me on and spur my journey through this private hell of mine. Oh my god. Oh boy. Being addicted to porn, let alone fart porn. That one's pretty funny. Eating my farts. No regrets. I remember being a young kid in the bathtub. I would fart and watch as the bubbles rose to the top. Once they hit the surface, I would quickly slurp them into my mouth. The end. Ew. You know what? I could have lived my whole life and not ever have read this, and I would have died a happy man. That has all changed now. Gross. I'm a swimming pool lifesaver. I swim nearly every day. I still pee inside the pool every time. It's just too easy and I'm too lazy. Yeah, that's not good. Like, I get like the lake and stuff.
Well, I was in the locker room showering and I had to go.
Anyways, don't do that shit. Go pee in a lake instead. I shouldn't do that either, but you know, I just did that on the weekend I was at the lake. Alright guys, that is it for this Reddit confessions video. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any of these addictions, please go seek help. No shame. I understand. I am a very understanding and open-minded person, but if it's taking over your life and causing problems, there's nothing wrong with seeking professional help. Anyways, guys, peace and love to you all. I'll be out with some more videos soon. I hope you all take good care of yourselves, and thank you all for staying tuned till the end. If you did, that's pretty crazy. You guys are the best. Alright guys, peace.